minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the booth. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the booth. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Hey, it's your girl Candy, and I am here for Twisted Tuesdays with my girl Lighten It Up with Letitia.
Hey.
Kira Speaks.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Girl, hanging in there. Hanging,
y'all
girl.
Good? Y'all hear me?
It's a little low.
We can hear you, but you're a little low. Yeah.
Okay.
But let me just tell you about with the earphones, that bass hit so much different on your theme song. I was like, hey. Instant body roll.
I saw you. I said, okay, look at Tisha. Come on through, kitty. Hi, Miss Kira. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, girl. You know.
Good. I'm trying to. I guess I need to talk loud. Is talking loud?
You're gonna have to shout.
Okay,
shout it.
Loud is better because I don't think. And listen, I tried to use my old computer again, but she didn't want to act right. Cause I done forgot a password to the MacBook, and it told me to wait an hour after I tried to put the password in wrong, and once I closed it down after the hour, I was like, oh. Okay, girl.
Oh, Candy.
I'm shooting bad over here. It's okay.
Ooh,
I got it. I just ain't.
It's one of those days, baby. It happens sometimes like that.
Because I'm downloading the pictures right now. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing out there? I see we got Miss West Coast Barbara in the building. Hey, Miss Barbara.
West Coast Barbara.
Hey.
Hope all is well with you, darling. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Single White Female from 1992. So I don't think my black card gonna get taken because I ain't never seen this movie until like a couple weeks ago. But I always heard the reference of Single White Female. I just never knew what they were talking about. So I ain't worried about my black card getting revoked because this ain't our movie. However,
right, exactly.
I would like to know, when did you first watch it, Miss Carol, and then Letitia? When did you first watch it, and what were your thoughts initially?
Baby, this movie made you not want to have no doggone friends. Okay, no, you can't get the shirt that I get because that's my shirt. We can't be matching. We can't be Bopsy and Mopsy. It just feels a little too, I was older when I watched it because most of the stuff came out. This was probably, I was like in junior high school. So again, college dorm days, chilling, but very much at the same time. We're not doing all of that. We're not matching.
It's a no for you, dog.
It's a no, dog.
And Letitia, what are your thoughts, darling?
It's been a while. Like I did see it back in the day, but it wasn't one of those that I was like, oh, I need to watch it again and again and again. So I watched it again just to be familiar with it again. And yeah, I mean, let me just say, it was a simple time. I mean, house phones and answering machines and clip-on earrings. And I was like, okay, this is very nostalgic. But I'm with you, Miss Kira. Like, listen, one time I was at church And I saw this woman who just happened to go to the church the same time. We went to the same church, and she came down the aisle with the dress that I actually owned. If I see anybody with anything I got on, I sell it and get rid of it. Cause no, they ain't even got to be my friend.
Okay, so you're one of those people.
Yes.
Okay, and I ain't mad at that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that sharing that girl, people don't do that anymore in the 2000 in the 2000s. Like, we may have dressed alike back in the day, but now we ain't doing it like that. Like choir anniversary, church anniversary, a special occasion like for grandma and mom and them anniversary, we will have same t-shirt on. Yeah, maybe that, but like a whole attire. Like when I go in my closet, I see what I think is my jacket. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, no.
Baby, it took me well into my
house. Yeah, no.
It took me well into my 30s, maybe 40s, to even get used to me and my best friend have a very similar sense of style. So we will end up with like the same thing in different colors, but it took some getting used to. I'm like, you can't tell her that she didn't buy it because she saw yours. Y'all just happen to have the same stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, but when people will be like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?"
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
My favorite place, I always be like, "Oh, girl, I got it from the thrift store," which in a lot of cases it probably was, from there. So it's very rare that you're gonna have a duplicate anyway. But in those times that I was shopping at one of the stores from the mall or some other place or whatever, I was like, I saw that. Oh no, that got to go. I will sell it, give it away, whatever. Bye.
And I ain't mad at that. I'm Letitia.
Even back in the day when like when I took my senior pictures, me and my cousin had Mickey Mouse shirts, whatever. We had the same shirt on, but she had a red tennis skirt and I had a black one. So we weren't twinning like that. We was just
switch it up, coordinate.
Yes. So
I hear you. Like I said, we have a similar, it's not same, but like similar style. We never wore anything at the same time though. Look, unless like maybe sneakers. You could get away with sneakers. People gonna have, the same sneakers. But everything else, no. One of one. Not really, but we gonna pretend.
Period.
Okay. Hopefully I don't get too much feedback. I'm trying to upload these pictures right now. It's not gonna take long.
Okay. But I just rewatched it to familiarize with myself because I forgot how the ending, how it ended. So I'm like, let me rewatch.
Well, it started out with some little girls in the bathroom playing with makeup. Well, it seems like it's one little girl, but then it's like we see two. So it's two little girls, playing with makeup or whatnot, and then it fast forwards to today where we see Allie, played by Meg Ryan, I think, and her boyfriend Sam. They're in the bed talking and having a conversation about getting married, and this is going to be his second wedding. And he was like, the first one wasn't real, but this was going to be real. Like, sir, don't play with that lady like that. Why are you doing that? Because you said you probably told that to her too. Sam, I'm gonna need you playing him. Stop playing, Sam, because I see you. Okay. Then the phone rings. Mr. Kira, you want to talk about the house phone ringing?
Now this was his place because this was his place. I'm hoping this was his place because that threw me off. I was like,
this was Allie's place.
Okay, that's what I thought. Not the ex-wife calling my phone and talking about, oh well, she can call here. No, she can't. And ma'am said, oh, I'm gonna let it all rip on this answer machine. So Miss New Thing can hear it talking about you can't just come over here and sleep with me. I said, well, so much for her being able to call the house phone. Okay. Well, I didn't hear no mention of a chick or a child or nothing. So no more ex-wife. You can't call here no more. And actually take your man back while you had it.
Period.
Absolutely not.
Go over there and finish the job, ma'am, sir.
Hi, Shayna.
Hey, Shayna.
So, Letitia, what are your thoughts about the wife and her voicemail? The day of voicemail, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Voicemail. I mean the physical voicemail, the one with the tape. Listen, I don't. I mean, I guess that's a typical woman who maybe wants her family back or whatever it is. I mean, I agree with her. You can't just come over here, sleep with me, and think that you can just go. But she was being messy. It's very clear because you knew you was calling that woman's house. Come on now, come on now. You would never catch me sleeping like that though. Like, if I did want you back, I'm not about to call the other woman. Good night. That makes no sense to me. That makes
He was
no sense.
calling to talk to him.
True, but
StreamYard, I'm sorry, StreamYard has updated, and I am not used to this update. Okay.
I know. I had
I'm
that
trying to
last night. I
like
was like, wait, what's
decide
this?
that. And I
they did
can't.
something new with it. Lord.
Girl, yes.
The layout is different.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
When
Oh
you're
boy.
hosting it, it's different. Like
Hmm.
ours ain't gonna be no different right now, but hers.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a second. I'm trying to. That
Tinkle
picture's
with
behind us is supposed
wins.
to be our background, but we got to be over to the side. So
I
keep talking
see.
about the husband, and then she go to the friend house. I'll be right back.
Oh, she put him out, right? She put him out and then went to go see homeboy upstairs, downstairs, wherever he lives. Upstairs? I think it's upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And to talk about it. Now he should not. I think that's when he should have told her then that he could hear what was going on in them vents. I don't know why he waited till later on to tell her.
I
You know,
agree. I totally agree.
you being a dirty old man. So yeah, yeah. He was a good neighbor, but was he really though? Because you being a little kinky over there listening to the throes of passion.
Yeah, because why is he able to hear everything that we got going on in our household? No matter what it is, it could be a birthday party, just whatever. Why is he able to hear everything? But then you don't tell me that you can hear everything that's going on. But the fact that she puts her boyfriend out and goes upstairs to the guy, and I first I'm like, what kind of guy is this? What kind of relationship is this that she can just go to this man's house in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning, and cry because Sam gone? No, Sam ain't leave because he wanted to leave. He left because you told him to go. What kind of bull crap is that? I didn't understand her reasoning for crying to her friend.
Her little feelings was hurt. That's why.
I
She didn't want
mean,
to. She didn't want to make him kick rocks. But I mean, what do you do after that? You can't be like, "Oh, it's all right. Come on, get back in the bed." Like, no, get your ass. Get your ass out.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
but then
understand why she had to run up there. I mean, he has a telephone, like you have a telephone. You could have just called.
she woke that man up out his good sleep, and it seemed like he was like in fifth gear too. Like, and he was finna go into sixth gear on that thing. Cause homeboy was, I thought I
Listen,
was on camera. Homeboy was knocked out, and I felt so bad for him because she just, seemed like she. I guess that's her friend. So when we already talked, she said that earlier when she was talking to Sam about how the guy upstairs was her friend, and she really doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have any family in New York, and she doesn't have any friends. But she said, "Well, you can be my friend, but you're my only friend." And I'm like, "Girl, if you don't go
yeah.
find you something to do, because that man can't be your only friend. That's
It was
not."
like that that soon roommate to be told her towards the end, like she don't want to be by herself. So instead of, like you said, being rational, calling on the phone, having a conversation, she don't went up there and woke that man up out his sleep to get her little woo woo woo. Come hold me, let me cry and tell you all my troubles. Not in the middle of the night, ma'am. You'd have been standing on the other side of that door still. I'd have been like, nope.
Exactly. Because I
Mm-mm.
was wondering, like, where was she even from? Because if you new to New York City, I'm thinking, like, ma'am, didn't nobody school you on the rules and and how things go? Because, ma'am, first of all, you just knocking on somebody's door in the middle of the night. But second of all, you taking roommates with no references. I mean, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Okay, so once she put Sam out, she doesn't want to be alone. So she goes and put a ad out in the newspaper for a roommate. And it's, I think she said single white female and whatever, whatever, yada yada yada. So guys, help me out with this. Should she
She's
have been
always like,
more
I'm laughing
specific
at your
in
sis.
her ad, or even though it's I mean, you can say what you want to say, you're gonna have all kind of people coming in as she did. Does it make like?
I think that's just how they used to do the ads back in the day, to be
Mhm.
perfectly honest. Single white female, whatever, seeking single white female, no cats, no dogs. Like, I just think that's just how they used to do. Now, did it make sense? Probably not, but I think that's just how they used to do it back in the day.
And she didn't describe the other who she wanted in roommate. She just wanted a
Right,
female roommate.
right.
So, but still, putting an ad in the paper and for, I mean, like you said, it's just how they did it that way. But I'm just like, today's person, I'm like, that is so dangerous. Like, no.
Right.
And
So,
who
have
is
you
this
all ever
person?
had a roommate that was not family or anything like that, like a total stranger?
I
Have
mean,
y'all
if you want to count
other than
college,
yeah, other than like an adult friend, like y'all grown, we got careers,
mm,
or I
Well,
got a career, whatever.
I mean, I've
Allie
stayed
had
in
Katie didn't
hostels.
have one.
not
I've stayed,
outside the dorms.
I've stayed in
Yeah.
hostels. It's the same thing.
Said it again.
I've stayed in
Stayed in
hostels.
hostels.
What's that?
They're like dorm rooms. So they're like they're accommodations, cheap usually accommodations, but you basically stay with strangers in some type of dorm room. They could be
Okay.
all different types of dorm rooms. You could have a 24 beds in it, or it could have 4 beds in it.
Okay. Okay. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so they end up becoming friends like really, really, really fast. It seems like Hetty is the willing to do, willing to give, willing to be. Like, she was under there fixing the plumbing. She fixed it, cleaned that old uh silver platter. They going shopping because something dealing with her attire. I guess she didn't like the way she dressed, and Allie was more than willing to take her shopping. But we already talked about that. We're not dressing alike thing, but they were too chummy too quick, and then they taking a family picture with the dog that Hetty went and got without Allie knowing, and it was a lot too fast. Or was it me? Too much too soon.
I agree.
Definitely too much too soon, even down to she wasn't mentally stable enough really to be um even taking on a roommate. Like, she wasn't emotionally ready to be taking on a roommate of some sort. And in fact, when Hetty found her, she was crying in the corner. So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
just doing too much. And so Allie had absolutely no boundaries. So, and again, she didn't check no references.
Nope.
So you don't know what you're gonna get. And the lady was weird from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make tea in your house. You ain't even invited her in, and she trying to make tea at your house.
Yeah.
No,
And she
ma'am.
was so willing to be like overextend herself because I guess she wanted to seem like the perfect person or the perfect Patty. Like, she just wanted to be her friend. Of course, like you said, she was when she found that she was crying, so there's an issue there. So it's like, but we see why she was doing what she was doing, because she was trying to. She was dealing with.
They both were lonely and needed some more mental stability. So I think that's kind of why they clung
Yeah,
to each other and picked each other, because it.
yeah, because she seems so needy, as she's always like. It seemed like she's always needy. Like, she was so needy, but she was willing to go to the deep end, of course, to for whatever. I don't know what it was. I guess she was still mourning her sister. Later on we found out that that was her in the beginning of the movie, that she was the one in the mirror with her sister, which will end up being her twin sister. But I just thought this was, like, y'all just did a whole lot too soon. Like, the teacher said no reference check or nothing. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's see. Tamika's Den. Hey, Tamika. Hey. Thank you for coming through.
That's all I got to give. Which, if I have to get something to eat
Hey.
at work tomorrow, I know.
And TV Junkie, thank you for coming through. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Please make sure you all have liked the button, hit the like button, subscribe to our channels, and just do the things that YouTube and
So
Google
you going out?
going on. Huh? Oh, she's talking about this. Okay. My slides jumped in the way they jumped in. Let's see what we got. But is this it? Okay. Oh Lord. So Oh
Should
my,
have never let her keep that doggone dog.
girl.
Just
Okay, here we
saying.
go. This is what I mean to do. So Sam comes back to the house. He's there with Hetty, not knowing that Allie has a roommate now. But
Mm-hmm.
he's been trying to reach out to her. He's been calling, leaving messages on the loud, live, and in living color answering machine. And Hetty ass been deleting them shits, y'all. She been deleting the
She on her
messages,
job. She ain't got no time to play
and
with that man.
she is at work calling Allie. I'm just checking on you, checking to see if you need me. Girl, why are you so nervous about her being back with Sam? Like,
You know why?
you found her crying in the corner, shit, and slid down the wall. I understand all that. But you calling from your job, looking for her. You at home eating whatever you eating. You in the dog watching TV. You in the tub soaking. You pissed because she been gone, and her and Sam and Allie been getting it on like Donkey Kong, baby. And
Mm-hmm. She said Sam got that thing on him. She was
with the
worried.
tie out. Tisha, what are your thoughts of how Hetty responded to Sam coming back and Allie allowing him to come back into their lives?
See, I mean, okay, if Hetty was saying, I could relate to her in terms of like her being upset, because girl, she said from the beginning, you broke up with your boyfriend. If y'all get back together, I don't want to move in here, and then he moved back, and then y'all get back together, and then I got to move out. I felt like that was a valid concern.
Mm-hmm.
So it was inconsiderate of Allie to just carry on and bring them back in and all this other kind of mess. But in light of that comment right there, I knew something was gonna happen to that dog, because baby, when she kicked him, I said, "Oh no, she did not. No, you did not kick that baby like that. Like, what is happening?" But that's when you can start to really see that this woman is not well, and she is obsessed with Allie.
Clearly, she's obsessed because Allie and Sam been getting it on, and they have a
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
they be getting it on, and Allie be handling business. I don't see how. Well, whatever his wife was, Sam must got that thigh out. She must got that home like Donkey Kong, because she let it be known what had happened with them, and Allie said she ain't care. Come on back. I'm here for you. We here for each other or whatever. But this heifer sat there and masturbated in the bed, y'all, with the door open.
That was a lot.
Doing too
And then
much.
the
And
positioning of it all. I said, is there somebody else in there with
I said, is she riding the donkey? Like what? Because she was galloping. And I said, how you, girl, let me rewind. Because
Mm-mm.
and then the dog made a noise, and it's like, okay, all right, okay, now we caught. And she goes running the back of the bed, her chest, her back moving all fast because your ass got caught. You try to run it like you was asleep. But Hetty seeing her, girl, she was like, what you want to know what type of time be on? You want a 3 feet? You want a threesome? Like what? Hetty said, I can show you what it's like, girl.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
Hetty
That'd be
said, I
great.
got some for you. Uh,
Ugh.
she wanted Allie and Sam. But for real, what? I'm being silly. But she was just now like everything is coming out, is like bleeding and oozing out. Like she's just showing it. When she wasn't home, the dog crying. He's been crying for you, and I had to come in here. Okay, really? That's how we acting about the damn dog? You got an attitude with this dog? Okay. Hey, D Movie Man, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you.
Hey, D movie
Hey,
man.
hey, hey. Oh yeah, that red. Oh yeah, it's that's
Mm-hmm.
a
Red
whole hot
flags.
mess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she took her with her. That was the crazy part. Like, oh god.
Okay. Like bombs of Baghdad. So I'm gonna say this the next day. Hetty is cooking breakfast. Sam is outside fixing the gate on the out by the street or whatever, the balcony or whatever. And Sam and Hetty, I mean Sam and Allie leave, but the dog is whining after Allie because that's who that he likes Allie. He feel good energy. But before that, the dog is trying to get between Sam and Allie, and Hetty had an attitude. She was like, it's three's a crowd, Come on back over here, poo poo. Come on back over, buddy, or whatever. And I'm like, she is pissed. She's pissed. She's territorial. Girl, she throw the dog out the window. Act like she don't know what happened. She blame Sam, feel sorry, sad about it. Then she go over there and slide down the refrigerator like a white woman. And then she wants Sam to baby her like he baby Allie. Kira, talk about it. Letitia, what are your thoughts? Because this heifer is bananas, okay?
This lady cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I don't know whether we got the scene like before this where the neighbor was saying, oh, like I ran into her. I thought it was you. And then I went rushing after her because she had just like the same outfit on, and then, she saw everything in the closet. But yeah, how about you went and got the dog, and the dog don't even like you? Oh, I'm so sad.
Yeah, no.
So sad for you. Hetty could not catch a break, baby. Okay.
Yeah,
and Sam was putting that thing on Allie, and she couldn't get none. She got to be in there moving and grooving. Yeah.
Animals be knowing when people ain't right. They're not right. And this just everything about this movie was like, Allie, girl, you have no boundaries whatsoever. Even her bringing Sam back into the fold, no boundaries. Letting the dog come, you didn't ask. This is your house, no boundaries. And then when the redhead thing came, oh no, she should have been running.
Because where did Sam live? We couldn't go over Sam's house and get our oochie coochie la la la. I know we was going to hotels, but like we didn't have to be at my place at all.
Thank you.
That was crazy. Like, no. Okay.
Something's really going on. I would have let that girl know nothing until it was time to get on up out of here.
Yep. Oh, see, that's a slide I missed earlier when he slid back in. He said, "Look how she looking at her. Look how she looking at her. It's like she wanna eat her, Or I don't know. Maybe I'm too much. I don't know."
Even him barging his way in there, no boundaries,
none.
Okay.
She says she's the only child, right, Allie? So
yeah, they end up having a conversation about their childhood and whatnot. Hetty said she was the only. Well, her sister passed away as a stillborn, so she was the only child. Can't remember what Allie said about herself, but Hetty, we found out this heifer was lying, and then her name ain't her name; it's something else. Her last name is, what's her name? Her real
Ellen something.
Helen Besh, something like that.
Ellen Besh, yes, but she goes by Hetty. Like, what the hell? That don't even go together. But whatever. Okay. So she they go out on the town and they go to both of them go to the salon. And while Allie is in the chair, she looks at Sleeping Beauty or somebody, Cinderella, come down the stairs, and this heifer got the same haircut and the same color as me. Letitia, talk about
bald.
You say bald?
Woke up bald. Sorry.
That should have been her cue to say this arrangement is not going to work out. Because, ma'am, you're acting crazy. And I have seen this happen in real life.
No. Do tell.
There was this prominent woman we knew, and somebody who was trying to basically get at this woman's husband started going to the same hairdresser, getting the same haircut, going to the same lash tech, getting the same shoes. I was like, these people are unhinged. You cannot reason with folks like this. So they want your life. They want it by any means necessary. So you got to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's creepy for real.
Very weird.
On curtains for me. Not my hair, not my same exact hairstyle. And it's not like she has a common hairstyle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And color.
She could have even got the cut, but the color too? No, ma'am.
Down to the color. So thoughts about the findings, Kira, when Allie was pissed off and started snooping while Hetty was in the shower.
I was glad she finally found that key and letter that Sam had said he left that she never got. And all the clippings and everything. Now I did think she did something to the twin, since the twin passed at the family drowned at the family picnic or something. That's not what they gave us, but me watching too much TV. I said, "Oh, she done drowned the sister." But I was, was glad that she found it. I had a feeling she was gonna get caught, because when you go always snooping around and the person's in the house, you're gonna get caught. But
Exactly.
she got her little info so she can call that daddy and say, "I got your crazy daughter over here. Got your crazy daughter over here."
Come and get her. She's
Right.
dancing like a stripper.
You see your sister's post. Was that about my story?
I think
Okay,
so. Got to be.
Don't
Got
stop
to
the
be.
so
fool. How to end
it
it?
ended
Oh,
with, well, it's a long story, but that woman that was copying her did not get the man. Actually, nobody got the man because the man went to prison.
Oh,
And
well, that's a turn of
so,
events.
yeah, it's a
what
long story.
one thing about that? Didn't think that was
He
Oh,
said
church folks. I'm
nobody
gonna
got
tell
the
you,
man.
church.
Oh,
My church.
Lord. Where's my church fan at?
It was my church. It was about church too. These folks was church folks. Mm-mm-mm.
okay. So, but yeah, the sister drowns at a family picnic, and I think Letitia just said, Kira said, I think the sister may have done something to her, but it seems like she has not healed or grieved her sister in some way, because it's like she is longing for that twin ship, or if that's not a word, that whatever that kinetic thing that they have, that
Mm-hmm.
twins have. It's like she's
Twin
trying to get
tuition.
that, but you're trying to make it. Like, you can't make it with a total stranger. Like, you can have a soulmate as a friend, female friend. Y'all can be like sisters. Y'all can be sisters. You don't have to be blood. But you can't just force something, make something happen like that. It's like she still was longing for a sisterhood, and
Now, if Allie had just cooperated, that lady would have been fine, but Sam messed them up. Just
yeah, that
jokes.
that was crazy. Yeah, Sam did mess him up. Yeah, because he came back in and messed up the whole thing. So let's go back to this. Let's go to this creepy boss of hers.
Oh, God.
Oh
So
no.
she, I forgot kind of. She works for some kind of company. She does something, but
Fashion
her
design
boss
or
is a,
something.
is a jerk, and I could tell in the beginning that he was a little handsy or whatnot, but he real handsy so much so he's all behind her, over her shoulder, clicking the buttons and typing this. Then I'm like, you don't feel uncomfortable, ma'am? Like, that don't bother you? I get it's your boss and you don't want to, but yeah, no, we're not doing that, because he could stand beside you and do it, or tell me, I'll type it. But you ain't finna be behind me doing all this, and then you thinking I'm finna do something with you. Like, what make you think that? Y'all ever? Well, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But that was just a bit much. And then Hetty's response to it was to call this man house and tell
That was
him,
stupid.
uh, Miss Kira, you want to talk about the conversation Hetty had with Mr. Boss Man wife, or Mr. Boss Man?
That was dumb. I was glad Allie had got him in his private areas, because, sir, absolutely not. Like, I work in a male dominated industry and I've been through some stuff. I ain't never been through nothing like that, because absolutely we'd be rolling around on the floor and nobody would have their job. But I digress. She handled it how she handled it. I wasn't mad at it. That's why I said Sam messed it up. Now, Hetty's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but Allie was definitely with okay. She liked to go run up under somebody and have them comfort her, and that's what she did. Now, her calling that man's house, talking that was just dumb. That was just dumb, because I'd have fired you. I'd have been like, okay, fired, fired. Prove all of that. Prove it, because back
Yeah.
then, all
And
of that.
then, yeah, Allie seems kind of needy too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Very much so.
Yeah,
That's how we got here. Mm-hmm.
Because again, no boundaries. Like when that one, sorry, she's all
Got
like,
the wall.
sorry. Listen, that call that she made, that Hetty made, was so 90s. Because baby, the way we have not call waiting, the way we have what
Call
is it?
ID.
Call
Call
ID.
ID. Thank you. Now, you would never be able to get away with that. But furthermore, again, Allie had no boundaries. That man was inappropriate from the very beginning.
Yes.
Even when he was lowballing her and saying, "Oh, you're not gonna get this, but I can promise you that," you can tell he was sleazy. And you still decided to do business with him anyway. Girl, what did you expect for him to do? I knew at some point he was gonna start acting like this. And he gonna talk about, I was being good, I was a good boy or whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh, he was making me sick to my stomach. Ew.
Yeah, he was real hand. It was just too handsy for me. I haven't had a situation like that per se, but I did have my superior grab his crotch and like sit it on the counter.
What?
And
Here's my resignation.
Wait a minute. What?
But it was like on a desk, like in an office setting, and you know the counter is long, so it was like the counter that would be like right at your crotch area, like because it's not high, it's low. And
what?
Food say name and address.
It was just the two of y'all in there.
No, well, yeah, he would have did in front of nobody. I got up and
Listen,
walked
you
off.
never know. Some of these people be crazy.
The place that I worked at, I did talk to the mental health lady there. Not that it was a mental health thing, but I knew I could put somebody in confidence and wouldn't say anything. And I told her I felt uncomfortable with that because why did you do that? Like I never made you feel like I liked you. I never made you feel like you could say that to or say anything to me or do any kind of gestures, yet alone grab yourself and then mind you know
you done got sis teed off now.
You should have screamed out stranger danger.
I'm like,
because what is happening? What?
Yeah.
At work too?
I had something crazy happen. Not exactly like that, but something similar, but it wasn't in a work situation. And it does give you that feeling of like, what about me said that I welcomed any of that, you know? So you saying it's not mental health, it is mental health because you gotta.
Yeah, but I'm saying I just spoke to that person because I knew she wouldn't say anything.
Right.
You know, I knew she wouldn't say anything. But that bothered me. I was like, what the hell? I ain't never made you feel like you could do that to me, not you. Now maybe them other you know, like you know, but you, sir, no. Hell no. I don't know what made you think you can just lay your stuff up on the counter. No. You ain't even fine. You weren't even cute. You was like a short Uncle Phil. Yeah, like no.
Oh no.
So yeah, no.
Lord mercy. Lord, that is a mess though. No.
Yeah, so I don't like people just have the audacity and the gall to do stuff. Just disgusting. Damn, Skippy, his ass need to knock on the door.
Okay. Period.
I ain't need to do that to him because he got later on. He was in the news.
Oh.
Yeah, for other stuff. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
the Lord laid them hands on him.
He fixed his ass. I said, But yeah, I'm glad she need him in the cockapoo because he thought he was finna get some blow.
He was like, yes.
Why do you think I'm finna do that to you? Look at you. You ain't even cute. Not that you have to look cute, but god damn, sir, no. Go away from me with this.
Those be the ones, child.
Appropriate. Like they don't even care. They just don't
Super
care.
Inappropriate. Exactly. This dude. Oof.
Oh Lord, y'all. So
that was nasty work. I wouldn't have been able to continue working for that man. Damn, a phone call.
My brain went. What happened here? Why is she in the shower? Why is she all wet? Why Allie up there talking to homeboy?
Allie went up there to talk to him about her finding the box. I think that's why she went up there.
Okay.
If I recall correctly. And that's when he was like telling her he has a therapist friend, like he couldn't diagnose her, but maybe they can talk. And then that's the time that he took to tell her, by the way, I can hear you through the vent. Now at that time, Hetty had came back in from wherever she was. Oh, I guess came out to shower maybe
Mm-hmm.
and heard what was going on. I don't remember what happened to her before that, but I don't remember
Yeah.
what happened to Hetty, but that's what Allie was doing.
Yeah, but Hetty was pissed because she heard the conversation, and
Yeah.
is that right, Letitia?
Yeah, because that was after she had followed Allie had followed her to that club
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. She was dressed like her, and
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
what it
when they
was. I'm
got back,
assuming.
she came back and went straight up to her friend's house. And yeah, after what's her name, Hetty got out of the shower, she overheard them. I'm like, oh Lord, of course.
Yeah. And then when she put that tape on that vent, I said, oh God, no, she's not. She is not finna do what I think she finna do. This girl she really needs a doctor, a therapist, because she is cuckoo too. And it's like, I want to know, like, what make people go there? Like, why? What makes you think?
Well, that was Allie that put the tape on there.
No, that was Hetty, I thought.
No, that was Allie. Because
Child,
Hetty had went up and snuck into the man's apartment.
I thought
see, I
that's
thought
why
she
Hetty did
and
it.
I thought Hetty did that because she snuck into the apartment so that Allie didn't hear what.
I thought
down.
I thought the two things were happening at the same time. I thought Hetty was upstairs in the man's apartment and Allie was taping a thing, not knowing that that's what was going on. I could have got it wrong.
Well, me too. Who knows?
Somebody put it on there.
He like my shit.
Because look at the sleeve on the
Somebody get her.
I saw it.
On your shoulders, Jesus Christ.
Inappropriate.
Because look at with the tape. Look at the sleeve. That looks like the same thing that
Okay.
Allie has on.
Okay. So she's covering it up so that he doesn't hear it. That hear it.
Her and Sam rocking knocking the boots, which is a little late for that.
Yeah.
Well, then that made the suspense even better, because if you don't know who's doing it, I know my assumption was that it was Hetty because she had already snuck into the apartment.
Yeah.
So I thought, because the thing now that you said it though, Kira, I'm like, okay, that probably makes more sense, because the first thing I said was, how do you not hear that tape? It was all loud when she took it out of the thing. I was like, that was super loud, so that makes sense that if it was actually Allie doing it.
Yeah, that was Allie taping up in her apartment, so he couldn't hear. But this is why he should have told her this a long time ago. Like when we were hearing the throes of passion. Now that I actually need you to hear what's going on because it's lady crazy. Now I'm taping up for why? Like,
okay,
right.
I need you to be a listening ear at this point.
So how do y'all feel about Allie allowing Hetty to stay there after she found out she lied? Like, how do y'all feel about
Well, Letitia say no boundaries. She just be letting that lady do whatever she want to do.
Yeah, like
none.
She don't want to. She don't want to
how,
have confrontation.
Yeah, how you even feel safe enough to sleep there knowing what this woman was doing?
Hey, Mom.
So, do you think that anything could have been done to stop Hetty from? Well, shit, Sam. Never mind, Sam. Sam not being in the picture would have not caused Hetty to spiral out of control as fast as she did, because they became friends too quick. They became chummy too quick. So
she was going to spiral regardless, but Sam definitely did expedite the process.
Yeah, he put that thing in fast forward. Yeah, it was like super fast forward. Because she was from the beginning like real. Ooh, I found my person, And she was like, "Ooh, I can fix her. I can fix her because she gonna help fix me. I can fix her because she's sliding down the wall crying, and I feel like that on the inside. So we're gonna fix each other." She just seems like, oh, she's real weird. Damn.
And then the friend offered for her to stay there, and she said no. I'd have been like, "Yup, I'm gonna stay up here till I get her ass out of there." You'd have had to come sneak in his place and get both of us. Cause
that might have been a little too close too, though. Who knows? Let's see. Is this?
I don't think he played for that team, no way. But that's just me. So,
Letitia, you want to talk about Hetty going over to Sam's place?
Oof.
And Hetty
giving some Hetty.
Okay. And Sam was like, "Ooh, hold a minute, whoa."
Ain't no way, sir, that you couldn't get that girl off of you.
Come on.
Child, he was
You
at
down
that.
there
He was
for
at that Usher climax, baby. He didn't have. He didn't have it in him. Okay, he was like,
it's hard. It's
She
a wrap.
had literally a stronghold on that thing because what is happening? And then she tried to turn around and blackmail the man. Tell him, I said, oh, well, we should tell her. I should just tell her. You should tell her that you deliberately went over to her man's place to try and sleep with him. That's what you're going to tell her? Why would she then be okay with that? But then again, she does know that Allie doesn't want to be alone. She does know Allie has no boundaries. So she probably could have told her and it would have been fine. She'd have been mad for a hot second.
"You to blame
And
Sam."
then they'd all go to bed at the
Blame
same
Sam.
time.
Blame Sam.
You can blame Sam, but it would have been, even if it wasn't Sam, it'd have been somebody else and somebody else after that. And that woman is just unstable. It was
Poor
just
Sam. That was
absolutely doing
the
most.
last good thing he had.
Hey, Sam say, Allie? She said, no, it's not Allie. She said,
She said she got that
Snatching
last
his
breath out.
soul out
Yep,
there.
got that last breath out. That man couldn't move.
he couldn't. He was like, and she go put that damn, that Lumina 4 alone, and they gonna threaten that man about.
Mm-hmm. I knew when she tried. Remember, they first went shopping. The two ladies went shopping, and she had tried on that dress or whatever with her shoes. I knew that those heels were going to be significant at some point. I knew it.
Yep.
And here they are.
I just want to know what drives people to this. Like, what drives people to? If you claim you love somebody, I guess you have. I can't have. You can't nobody have. Maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
She mentally ill, but
yeah, she is. Child, now you got to be all the way awake in the middle of the night. And somebody sneak up on you and you think it's your lover. It ain't your lover. Wait a minute. Let me see your face. Put your head up here. Okay.
And sleep with that thing under the pillow because you don't know what's gonna happen. Cause like you might have to squeeze in the middle of the night. Cause headed will make you think that's how you need to live until you are far, far away from her or until she is dead dead, because she will make you live in fear. She's just crazy unnecessarily. Like, girl, y'all just met you 2.5 seconds ago. Why are we here? Why? But she ends up like threatening him or whatnot and saying that she was gonna say I forgot what word she used, but it was like you shot off in my mouth or something stupid. And
that was a high low.
He turned around and she took that heel and went right in his eye. I said, my Lord, today.
What a way to go.
Okay. Oof. And then Allie sees it on the news.
And then they just have a conversation about Sam being gone. Like, I know he's dead.
Well, she wasn't trying to have no conversation. She was trying to sneak her ass up on out of there. She said she was going to see that friend. And she was like, you ain't got no clothes on, girl. Exactly. Why you acting like that? I know he gone.
Yeah, she even had like a little satin nightie on. Like, girl, you ain't finna go nowhere. And she killed a friend. She killed the neighbor, right? Or she just beat him?
She thought she did.
I thought he was a goner too.
I did too.
Okay. What did she do to the boss? What was happening with him?
Who? Oh, well, when she woke up, was it when she woke up? She found her cleaning the scrub. You should have known when Mama was scrubbing everything, trying to get her ass out of there. Something was going on. She forced her to go to the place and tied her up. And then the boss or whatever the creepy guy was, she had put that alarm. So it started the signs. And he was like, you gonna pay me my money or everything gonna disappear? So he went over there looking for her to make things right. I said, not the creepy man almost saved you. Okay. And he busted in there. He tried to put up a good fight with Hetty, but Hetty got that crazy strength, child.
And can we talk about
something happened at their job though? The computers was going crazy or something, wasn't like
she had put an alarm on it that if she didn't get paid by a certain date, it started erasing her stuff. And if he didn't rectify it, it was going to be gone permanently. So that's why he went to go see her, because they was calling the numbers, they couldn't get her. He went to her place, couldn't get her, went up to the friend's place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
pushed
why
her
didn't
way in
she
there.
clean her shoe off when she poked it in Sam's eye? Why she ain't clean that shoe off?
She don't care. She put him right back on and kept on walking.
And
I
it
said,
was like a blood stain was in the bathroom, and
mm-hmm.
Ellie was like, "Oh shit!"
And you would think Ellie, because she pushed it across the room, but I was like, "Girl, if you know this woman is coming after you, you should have picked it up. It should have been a second body on that shoe."
I would have no
Hers.
smarts,
Okay.
baby. No street smarts. No common sense.
No,
No
nothing.
nothing.
Exactly. And can we talk about all the jigger rigging on the movie?
Yes,
The
please.
elevator don't work unless you got a screwdriver. The water don't work unless you got a wrench.
Yes.
It's like this
You got to
whole
have a pot to catch the water under the sink.
okay.
Lord.
I'm like, what kind of building is this?
Yeah, and I'm sure the rent was hella high.
Yeah, she in the city, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yep. She said she had a rent control one though, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had rent control. Okay. Well, if she had rent control, then yeah.
They could have still fixed some of that stuff, but
Exactly.
Yeah, because they had to she had to do something with the elevator, and she was like, "This is what you got to do to the elevator." I said, "Okay," and then she tried to. She turned the TV up so loud. I guess the building manager was coming, and Heidi was like, "Yeah, I'm just here visiting, or I'm here house sitting or something."
yeah.
And the guy just went away or whatever. He's like, I got to put in a complaint. I'm like, okay, sir. Whatever. It really doesn't matter. I miss how Ellie got tied up like that on the floor. I got the picture, but I don't know how.
Hetty tied her up. I don't remember how we got here, but that was Hetty, child.
Because remember when she was trying to run, she took her at Blicky Point and trying to run with her, because at this point she was like, oh yeah, I gotta change my hair color, whatever, because I can't be out here looking like you now.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point she's trying to blame Sam's demise on Allie.
Mm-hmm.
So she tied her up, but I was like, girl, you ain't got no kind of fight in you. How could she tie you up and hold the blicky? And I was like,
and
you could have been hitting her with anything.
I was hoping she had knocked her out and we didn't see it and just tied her up. Like I was hoping you was
maybe so. Because when she was up in that vent and that rat jumped down on her, I said, hold a minute, how did we get here?
Hysterical.
How did we get here?
I was like, finally, Allie was thinking though. Finally.
Yeah. She didn't want that rat on her neither. They was tussling, baby. Okay.
Because I was hoping
I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone.
Like, tell her ass up like they did that pink. It wasn't a penguin. Tell her ass up. She need to be ate up, bit up. I'm like, yeah, she need to be covered in rats because she's disgusting. What else happened at the end of the movie? They went out the window. Did she shoot? Hey, Hetty. How did Hetty die?
Oh no. Okay, so
Hetty go ahead.
Hetty did end up popping Allie. She hit her in the arm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only because the Blicky got away when the boss didn't actually fulfill his duty. But anyway, so they were fooling around in the basement area, where they was putting stuff in. By the way, Hetty was putting all her stuff in the incinerator and getting rid of evidence and all this other stuff. And my thing is like, echo. Okay. My thing is like, girl, if that woman was not even afraid to keep going down that basement, you're gonna have to pull out all the stops on her behind. So anyway, she was hiding up in the ceiling or whatever, and Hetty she was finding all kinds of weapons, wasn't she? So she found something in a closet, had a hook on it and everything. Somehow Allie was able to pop her in the back, stick her in the back. And finally, Hetty fell to the floor. But for me, I still wouldn't have trusted that. Get away
they still
from her.
Was tussling.
Yeah, because they do not be double tapping in these movies. I'm like, you got to make sure people are gone.
Yeah, because when she closed her eyes, I was like, waiting for that little jump scare. They be giving you like, is she going for real?
Exactly. Because she messed around. Now Allie did think finally, because Allie thought she had choked her out. I mean, Hetty thought she choked Allie out.
Right.
So she put her up under that blanket and ran to go get something. Child, she came back. Allie was gone.
Yep.
I said, you know it, Monique. You know I'm
She
always
better
about
than me
that
because
double tap.
I'd have had one eye peeking. She'd have been dragging me. I'd have had one eye like, and I'd have been caught. Like, girl, what you got your eye open for?
People don't be fighting for their lives enough for me. Like, child, what is happening? What are you doing? This woman is ill.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to treat her as such. I'm sorry.
And the friend I thought the friend was going, he had popped up and tried to save her too.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Allie had to save her damn self, but you know, these men, they tried. The boss tried, the friend tried.
They were good for nothing then, because I'm like, where's y'all strength? Sirs. Come on, sirs. What are y'all doing?
Didn't Heidi make Allie write a letter?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be loved anymore. I can't be loved, and I don't want to be scared or something crazy. I'm like, so that
because she got caught when she was trying to fly her little escape. Because at first she was doing plane tickets, and she went out the room and she was like, shh. That lady said, type it up. You were out of here.
Mm-hmm. And she was doing, when she thought she was being slick, Allie was being slick and telling people help when she was typing.
Mm-hmm.
She was typing a whole paragraph. Ma'am, just say help.
Okay.
Put the address. Come now. Send. That is it. Like, he was doing too much.
She was trying to make her commit suicide. So she was going to try to live Allie's life. Y'all think that's what
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably not, because she had changed her hair and everything. So I think she's just going to pin everything on her, let her take the fall and go about her business.
Yeah, and I got the impression she's done something like, well, she's impersonated someone else before, because when she went to go cash that check, the lady was like, "Oh, you're an actress. You know, you always come in with different looks and different names and stuff." I'm like, And
then she had said to Allie something about the last roommate had called her dad or something. Had called her parents too. I forgot where it was, and I was like, "Oh, you just."
Now I might wait blame the parents too, because sir and ma'am, come and get her.
Stop sending her money. Yeah. The money ran out.
Yeah, because he was like, he's gonna stop sending her money or something. I'm like, don't threaten her with a good time. She stop doing it. But
exactly.
Please
come get her. Like, what is happening?
It's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would have had to. That heifer would have had to go. She wouldn't have been able to get over on me, because I would have had her ass up out of there. I would have called the police on her.
And that part was very unsatisfying when they were saying that the parents said, like, "Oh, she never forgave herself, even though they said it wasn't her fault." I'm like, she killed that sister. I don't care what y'all trying to tell me.
I thought so too.
I don't care what y'all trying to tell me.
I thought so too, because remember she made that comment. She was like, "Oh, you know, there's always one when there's twins. Prettier. There's always a pretty one, and then the other one has to do all the work." I was like, That was her. She took her sister out.
That's what I think too. That's why I was like, "Don't do that."
Because they weren't in the womb. They was 9. You well enough. You know well enough what right and wrong is. So.
Yeah, I think she offed her sister too. I really do. I thought that from the beginning when I realized that was her as a child. I'm like, oh, you did this. You did this. You did that to your sister. I was thinking that as well. Oh, so let's see if I can get the other picture up here. Well, it's the picture of the end. Well, you know, when Allie is not Allie. Yeah, Allie is leaving, but the picture is cut in half, and that's both of them together. Yes. Okay. I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, is she keeping these things so that she can remember not to do this again, or is she keeping these things for research purposes? I don't know. Did she keep those things to y'all, or is it just me? I think she just kept the stuff.
Oh, that little box of stuff. It looked like she was keeping it, unless she was sending it back to them parents. She put her little stuff back in that little box. Yeah, definitely don't need it.
It'd have been right in the incinerator in the basement. Period.
I don't know how parents have it.
Parents ain't having that. I don't want to meet them.
I didn't say I would meet them. I'd be like,
I'm not sending them nothing.
I'm moving out of 777 Fifth Avenue. It'll be down at the front desk. I'll be
Okay.
You so
gone.
nice.
It
You so
won't be no
nice.
trace of me there, but you can
'Cause
find the box.
no, sir, no,
And I'm
ma'am.
not paying to mail nothing either. All right, here you
Because
go.
if you could burn the building, because I'm like, girl, I would never step foot in there again. Get your stuff and get up out there. Too many memories.
Mm-hmm.
Too much stuff went on there. You
Look,
lost
and
your
all of this
man.
over y'all not want to lose that apartment because y'all could have went and gotten an apartment somewhere else.
Mhm.
Look that lady over there.
Yep.
Well, I'll
No,
figure it
ma'am.
out.
My.
Crazy.
So you lost your man, your friend, your
No, the
neighbor.
friend's still alive.
And so was the
So he's
cat. I was
alive?
like, woo.
He was alive.
Okay. See, I need to pay attention. I want
When
to
they was laid up in that tub, though, I was like, no, they didn't. Not the cat, too. No.
Yeah, I thought the cat too. That cat
But
was
that cat
had him
was
a little
quiet.
melatonin or something. Child, like
That cat was quiet. Like, we're not about to say nothing until we get out of here. So that woman gets out of here. That's right. Cat lives matter.
Okay.
So I would be highly upset. I was already mad about the dog. Golly.
baby, because that dog like that.
Okay. So question. After Allie heard the voicemail of Sam sleeping with his ex-wife. And of course he left, they broke up. Would you all have taken him back? Or would y'all have taken him back? Do y'all think he was really, really sorry, or was he just scared of not being able to have access to Allie anymore?
You want my Kira feminist answer or you want my lover girl Kira answer? Because I want to say, oh hell no, but we done taken some bad ones back. So
whatever your answer is,
we done taken some bad ones back. So who, baby, I don't know.
Not in 2025 because it would be in
We talking about
not
Sam was putting that thing on her.
Age, I'm gonna say as far as technology, phones, we can't, like just all around, like back in 1992 at this age, would you have taken him back? Look at Letitia.
Because I don't do no. I don't go back. For what reason? Plus, I feel like it was new. If you went back to sleep with your ex-wife, so how long have y'all been divorced? I don't really deal with people that just got out of relationships. I don't deal with people who got small kids. I don't do because you still got some type of connection and relationship with that person prior to, and you ain't ready. So no, for me, it's a no.
Okay. Miss Kira, baby.
I told you I done spun the block before, so back then I might have, it depends. The time frame, Sam, his thing might have caught me in a weak spot, You try to be like one last time, and then one last time turn into, so.
One last time before
I'm a little older and more mature now, so now it would be a no. Okay, because I gotta protect my peace and my mental health. Okay,
exactly.
And keep going back to the same old thing. But back then, I probably would have.
Yeah. Back in the 90s, absolutely. I would have and probably did. I'm sure I did. But yep, Monique, one and done. Because it was a reason why I didn't work out. I mean, it'd be different if, like, we spun the block in our 40s from teenage years or 20s because we're different people now.
Yeah.
But in this day and age,
you just said that was yesterday, sir.
Sir, and no. People don't change. People always like, oh, people can change. Yeah, they can, but they don't. So no.
They just took it in. They just took it in.
They get better at it. Because no.
Okay, Nelly.
See? And even I was fussing about the Nelly thing. I said, oh, you gonna wait till you 50 before you can't settle down till you 50. Moving on.
Okay.
And then she got two. Who child?
She got two?
Well, she got one on the way.
Oh, she is pregnant?
Oh, is she?
I said no. ma'am.
Yeah, not
You
not
Because
she
on the
pushing on
show, they
50 girls
were like,
now.
"Oh no, no, she's not pregnant." But I know she did want to have another. I knew she did want to have another one. He was getting up there, so they was, and she's getting up there too because she's in her 40s,
Yes.
right? So you know,
Mhm.
you gotta race against that clock.
Yep. She close. I think she closer to 50 than she is 40. So
Yeah,
looking
Yeah.
at
I think
both of
she's close
them,
to
like,
50.
what are y'all doing? Y'all
yeah.
done spent all this time and now you gonna be grandparent parents? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she only a couple years younger than me. Yeah, because I think that's why she ended up allowing him to spin the block. She wanted that baby. I feel like that's what it really was. She was in her
Mhm.
40s. She wanted that baby. She was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
well, we gonna try it.
I guess she was living it up then in them 20s and 30s
What
because now
do I do?
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, that is fifth segment of Twisted Tuesdays was single white 1992 single white female. Um Next week we have a perfect murder. 1998 a perfect murder. On the 22nd, we will have Double Jeopardy, and on the 29th,
yes.
we'll have Sleeping with the Enemy. So please join us for those next few movies that we have. And in August, we're going to do something else. I have The Good Son. So if you haven't seen The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin, these
Well,
badass
we moving on to Crazy Kids.
kids. Yes.
Where these crazy black women at though?
But I think I need to do another segment, maybe on a Thursday. We do divorce.
You gotta do Tubi movies
do
for the crazy
Divorce
black
Sisters.
ladies, though. That's what you.
I might have to do it on Saturday or Sunday. Maybe a Sunday. I'm gonna have to add like Obsessed. What is the bow breaks?
When the bow breaks.
When the bow breaks.
Mhm.
And some others. So we might do
There's
those.
some others.
I'm gonna have to do those on Sundays. Yeah.
Is it always based around like romantic relationships?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay, because you know that
this wasn't.
because that what's the name? What is it? Twisted Babysitter. I mean Babysitter House Sitter. Ooh wait.
Oh, that Tubi movie?
Yes, yeah, Tubi.
Oh, girl. It's a couple of them, right? It's like
It's
one,
two
like,
of them. The second one is with Vivica. The second one is with Vivica.
Yeah.
But the first one is crazy too. I mean, the first one was
We
real
need to
crazy.
do a third one. I don't like the way they ended that second one.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's
and
go.
Stepmother. The step with Erica.
Well, we had like 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah,
the stepmother. Yeah.
And then stepfather. We were supposed to get like a stepchild one. I don't know what happened to that.
Daughter has one where she was helping her daddy. Blue
Yep.
Kimball.
That's the stepdaughter.
Okay, stepdaughter.
That's the one with Blue. With Blue Kimball.
Blue Kimball, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna work on that, ladies and gentlemen, and people in the comments. So yeah, we're gonna probably do those on Sunday, and then we're gonna keep Twisted Tuesdays on Tuesday until the Oval come back. Then we'll have to work some things out. Only Cray sister I can think.
What?
Was she though? But was she though? Rewatching that, was she cray? Or did she say, "Don't play with me, and I won't play with you"? And he played with her because
he made her respond or react in such a way that was crazy. The dick did she was a dick did to what the dick did,
baby.
And she told him, she gave him fair warning.
It's la leak.
Period.
La leak.
She said, I can't be hurt. I can't. It would not be good. It would not be good. It was not.
Never mind, lady. You know what? You got it.
Yeah.
That's the men. They be like, let me try and see.
Anybody take damn oranges and slam their arm in the.
That's what I was about to say. You beating yourself up with fruit, ma'am.
Yeah, that was a little extra.
And stab with a cake. Come on, cake.
That was a little extra.
Cake.
Oh, she said, I know I go tick boom. I know I go 0 to 100. Help me, help you.
Whew.
She goes. Whew. Yes.
I could have been beating myself. The cake thing, yeah. Okay, we're not beating ourselves.
She stabbed the shit out of that cake.
Slamming no nothing in no door.
Okay.
And then she put it on the mama porch or was it Brenda porch?
No, Mia's porch.
I'm saying Brenda because that's But me, then you put it on my. We got to talk about that. So
not Brenda.
now.
Not Brenda.
I
And did you
can't.
see Carl Weber did a ode to that scene? Remember in New Orleans when what's the crazy man's name? Mr. Williams. What's his I forgot
Yes,
the one
yes,
that Orlando
yes.
plays. He
Orlando,
did the
yeah.
Oh,
exact same thing
Mm-hmm.
on his
I
birthday
hate that
cake.
character.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. He's that weirdo.
Gabriel. Gabriel.
Gabriel, that weirdo.
Yeah.
He's a
I can't stand that character.
yes,
That
Oh my
character
he is.
pissed me
gosh.
off.
Yes, he's
That
weirdo.
character is crazy, but I
But
love him though.
thank you, lady. Thank you,
Yes.
y'all for being here with me tonight. Hopefully, you all can join me next week and the week after that. Whenever your availability is, whenever you're open and available to do an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and 30, depends on how good the conversation get. Yeah, hopefully you all will join me next week, or we're gonna try to do Thin Line on Sunday. Um, yeah.
She said I got to get to it.
Cause baby, we already done it the last 5 minutes.
You okay?
We already started. But yeah,
Okay.
ladies, if y'all can join me, on Sunday, we can, do them brown skinned girls and see what kind of cuckoo cuckoo, things they do, and we can talk about how the difference in how we move and how we make things shake. Cause that dick did what the dick did.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna stop saying. Let me stop saying it. 'Cause my daughter can walk right here. Dick did what dick did. Girl, get up. So, Miss Kira, what you got going on your channel, and your thoughts of the movie, and then Letitia, same for you.
Like I said, I love these crazy movies. The 90s, absolutely. It was a time. We had the music, we had the movies. Everything was going on in the 90s, okay? It was a time. It was a time. Really had to be there. So I enjoyed it. Glad that lady is going on to glory, or not to, or to the low place, I guess. She'll be at the low place and not the high place. Glad she's gone. And yeah. What do I have going on? I did a non-weekly huddle catching up with y'all last Sunday. And then I did last night and the night before, just like a live pop-up watching Love Island USA, since this is the last week. Probably not going to get on there tonight because that done already started. So maybe I'll just do a little video of my thoughts since somebody's going home tonight. And just keep your notifications on. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Whatever hits me, that's what I do. And these kids done got me sick. So keep your notifications on.
Okay, well, it's their germs are more potent than anybody's. So,
Baby, listen.
but I hope you feel better and get rid of that, because I can hear the nasal. But you still look pretty though. You look cute though.
Thank you. I try to pull it together, girl.
You look cute. Look at multiple shy. Okay, Letitia, darling, what you got
Okay,
going
well,
on?
thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. This is a very good conversation, very fun, and I agree. 90s had to be there type stuff, and it was some good nostalgia in this movie. We do Divorce Sisters on Thursdays, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to find out what's gonna happen next. And we're looking forward to All the Queen's Men coming back. So we'll be doing those on Sundays. And y'all, okay, I know I keep saying it, but I'm gonna do it now. I do shorts for Beyond the Gates typically, but because I'm a little bit behind and I still want to cover what happened this week, I'm gonna do a video. So just look out for that. Same thing, keep your notification bell on, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank everybody for coming through. She's always late. Say get better, Miss Kira.
Thank you, boo. My
Yeah.
Gemini sister.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I ain't saying that. Not saying a thing. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming through. Lighting up with Letitia, Shayna, Tamika's Den, Inga Binga for coming through, EJ the TV Junkie, thank you for coming through. I saw West Coast Barbara. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. I think the movie
Mo 69.
here. Mo 69 Ways. Yes, and what else? Who else? Anybody else that dropped through? Replay Gang. We can put a wig in there in the chat. 2 outfits, 2 ladies. Anything that talking about single white female that whatever makes you think of it, just put it in the chat. And I
Some
thank
little
you all
twins.
for coming. Yeah, twins. Yeah, twins. And it's how they do. Or that TikTok twins. Whatever. I'm too old for that. I'm not. But the 10-year-old of mine say some mommy. Not too much. Or whatever. You ain't understand. I'm an 80s baby, but I was made in the 90s, and I'm telling you, y'all can't pop, lock it, and drop it like we can. Yeah, all that stuff y'all doing now, all that 8-count stuff, baby, listen, we was joking and booking back then. But anyway, thank y'all for coming through. And I will see y'all on not Wednesday for Roja, but I'll see y'all on Thursday for the boys sisters. And like she said, can't wait to see what's going on because I need to know what the conversation will be between Jeff and Rashida.
Okay.
Decking, you know.
Okay.
He said, "Hey, boo, I miss you, boo," or whatever he said. I can't remember, but it was.
You said babe.
Appropriate, babe. You know what? Never mind. That's another show. We'll talk about that later. See y'all. Bye bye.